Ladies and gentlemen, you are watching yet another episode of Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977. It's Monday night, and you know what that means. It's time for the Raw Event Center, and here's the man that could give you the raw report of what happened on Monday nights, Eric M. Lima. Thank you very much, Mr. Announcer, sir. Well, hello there, everyone. Welcome to yet another episode of Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977. This is episode number 1291 of the show. What's happening? March the 26th, 2024, 1:40 p.m. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the final week of March, I should say, as we head into April next week. I gotta tell you, it's gonna be one heck of a deal. As you know, this coming Thursday, coming up will be the start of the new baseball season, and in lieu of that, I'm here to announce also on the David 3000 Network, I have been named as a new permanent host of the Dugout Crew podcast. That will be coming in the second season. Join myself and the 3J crew. I'm talking about Joey Acacia, Jesse Ortiz, and Jason DeCanio. Joey, Jesse, and Jason. That's right. As we talk baseball this year, it'll be very interesting to see what's going to happen this season in Major League Baseball. That's right. Baseball is back. So play ball and batter up, ladies and gentlemen. It's time to swing for the fences for the Dugout Crew podcast coming this Thursday on the David 3000 Network at 3 p.m. So check us out if you can. Thank you very much. Let's go talk about what happened on Raw last night in Rosemont, the Rosemont Horizon, Chicago. Dear Lord, every single time wrestling's in Chicago, crazy things have happened. Last night, Monday Night Raw was over the level nuts. I'm telling you. Over the level nuts. CM Punk arrived at the arena yesterday afternoon, and Cody Rhodes kicks out to address what happened last week to the Chicago crowd. And as he was talking, The Rock interrupts Cody Rhodes. Now I was not expecting The Rock to show up until next week, the final Raw before WrestleMania. But something is up. Something was up. And he whispered something to Cody Rhodes and then basically walked away. And we don't know what's going on. So Jackie Redmond tried to get word with The Rock, and The Rock says, ask Cody Rhodes. So Judgment Day was discussing what their plans are tonight because they're not very happy with the fact that they defended tag team titles in a six-pack ladder match challenge. Meanwhile, they're also not very happy that Ricochet's been one-upping the Judgment Day. He says, you're going to take care of business tonight? And JD McDonough says, yep. So, that match was happening, and while the match, Dominic Mysterio, of course, being the pest that he is, he's decided, well, I want to get involved in the match, but the referee ejects him, distracting JD McDonough. Ricochet capitalized on it, and Ricochet has picked up the victory, 4-0 against the Judgment Day. I'm telling you something right now, but the Judgment Day kind of have a backup plan, so to speak, to send a message. Meanwhile, CM Punk has returned, addressing his hometown crowd about what he can do at WrestleMania. Drew McIntyre comes out. And all of a sudden, CM Punk looked at Drew McIntyre. You call yourself the Chosen One. Who gave you that name? Tell me his name. And I'm like, ooh. They tried to get him to break and to say the man's name. And you know who I was talking about. We all know who he was talking about. So, but Drew McIntyre said nothing. So, but then Seth Rollins interrupts both men, and he said, you can't referee, you got a bad arm, but CM Punk used his left hand. And so CM Punk, they wanted CM Punk to be there, and CM Punk was fine, I'll do commentary. So, at WrestleMania, CM Punk will be on commentary when Rollins defends the World Heavyweight title against Drew McIntyre. And meanwhile, Seth Rollins attacks McIntyre with a kick and a stomp. So the little message sent. Meanwhile, Shinsuke Nakamura addresses Jey Uso in the main event matchup. So in Japanese, Ivy Nile went one-on-one with Candice LeRae. And Candice LeRae has been acting a little bit nefarious as of late. And Candice LeRae faked a leg injury to outsmart Ivy Nile, the inexperienced Ivy Nile. You know, Candice LeRae's got more experience in the ring than Ivy Nile. Ended up picking up the victory. And Indy Hartwell doesn't seem very, very comfortable about the situation. So it'll be interesting to see what it'll be interesting to see how the situation goes. DIY and the New Day, who was supposed to face each other in a tag match, was talking about their tag match until the Austin Truth interrupts both teams. Austin Truth joined on commentary, and the DIY versus the New Day came out with a no contest because all 4 members of Judgment Day got involved, and then R-Truth was still on commentary. He said, "No way, you owe me money." I mean, if I was out there, I'd be like clobbering every member of Judgment Day with a steel chair and taking the briefcase of Damian Priest and whack him in the face with it. For goodness sakes, man. Judgment Day, man, let me tell you. Now, and then they attacked Awesome Truth. Which forced this with Judgment Day next week on Raw will be in an 8-man tag against Awesome Truth and DIY. It's going to be very interesting. But Judgment Day's got to remember, you got tag teams over on SmackDown. You know, if I were to Judgment Day, I would not go to SmackDown because you still got an angry team, AOP. AOP in the Final Testament could take out the Judgment Day. I mean, AOP can clobber anybody that stands in the way, including that punk Dominic Mysterio. Yeah, he's a punk, I'm telling you. Dominic Mysterio had quite the event. This is quite the eventful month with Dominic Mysterio. I'll explain. And then, Jackie Redmond interviewed Cody Rhodes, asking what he said. Cody Rhodes did not want to say. He said, "I'd rather not say. I want to go out there and he's determined to beat the. He is determined. He is determined to walk out of WrestleMania with that championship. I'm telling you." And then, Kathy Kelly interviewed Gunther, and Gunther says, he says, Sami Zayn doesn't believe he'll beat me. I mean, I don't think Sami Zayn will beat me, and I don't think Sami Zayn will beat Bronson Reed. Meanwhile, Andrade went one-on-one with Giovanni Vinci, not Ivar. Ivar was not medically cleared to compete. So Giovanni Vinci filled in, and Andrade finished him off with a maneuver called the Message. So, and remember, Andrade's trying to join up with the Judgment Day. They could use his help. And then Rhea Ripley come out, the WWE Women's World Champion, and addressing the crowd about Becky Lynch, alongside Dominic Mysterio. Lynch interrupts both Dom and Ripley. Both ladies were talking a lot of trash. Rhea Ripley brought up her daughter. Becky Lynch says, "It's the only pass you get. Next time, you're fair game." And then Dominic tries to stand in front of trying to protect his mommy, and all of a sudden, Becky Lynch, boom, right hand. I'll tell you, Dominic Mysterio's probably have a tough week. Oh yeah, quite the week. He gets his butt kicked by Gunther 1 week. Oh, it was the second week of March. All right, gets his butt kicked by Gunther. Next week the week after he gets married, and then last night he gets punched in the face by Becky Lynch. Boy, Dominic, and then he interfered on SmackDown this past Friday night, costing his father a matchup. Dominic is all over the place, man. Let me tell you, Dominic better be careful because I think everybody should be thanking God that the Undertaker's retired, because if the Undertaker has not been retired and Dominic does something stupid to him, I think Dominic will be upside down, tombstone, body bag. See you later. Get out of here. And Judgment Day goes, "What happened to Dominic?" Well, he decided to try to make himself famous at the expense of the Undertaker. What is Dominic? Imagine Dominic Mysterio and the Undertaker. Oh my goodness! I don't think Dominic Mysterio will even get a chance. I'm telling you. Oh boy! But you know what? But it's humiliating enough when Dominic Mysterio gets punched in the jaw by freaking Becky Lynch. You gotta love it. You gotta love it. And then they brawled to the point where referees had to separate the two of them. And then Chad Gable talks to Sami Zayn. And Sami Zayn, this is what Gunther's trying to do to you. You gotta change your mindset. And then Sami Zayn went in the ring against Bronson Reed. Reed ends up picking the victory. Gunther was showing up to watch the matchup, play little mind games. Jey Uso responds to Shinsuke Nakamura while his two brothers, Jimmy Uso and Solo Sikoa, interrupt him. And Gable's trying to console Zayn after the loss. What am I doing wrong? I got to do something. And then Rollins talked to Jey Uso at the gorilla position before the match. He said something's not right. Something is not right. I got your back. And so Jey Uso went up against Shinsuke Nakamura. But during the matchup, though, Jimmy Uso and Solo Sikoa get involved. But Rollins and Rhodes fight them off. And then, as those guys were fighting, Drew McIntyre decided to attack Rollins from behind. And then Jey Uso picked up the victory. And then the fight continues on. And while Cody Rhodes was brawling, I believe, with either Jimmy Uso or Solo Sikoa, here comes The Rock gets involved. And The Rock brutally attacks him to the point where, attacks Cody Rhodes to the point where he got busted up, wide open. And he had a belt, that had the white belt that says Mama Rhodes with the Brahma Bull symbol. I'm like, oh boy. Now, there's a lot of great Cody fans out there. One fan in particular on Twitter, her name is Tiffany. And Tiffany's been probably the biggest Cody fan ever since the possibly Cody's career. And she's angry at The Rock. Everybody's angry at The Rock, man. Brandy Rhodes is ticked off at The Rock. Dustin Rhodes is ticked off at The Rock. Everybody's been hating on The Rock. Well, this is the level. To me, this is what I see. Even though I'm a big Rock fan, I also respect Cody Rhodes, mind you. Because Cody Rhodes has got a lot of heart, and I have a lot of respect for him at that point. Here's the deal. The Rock is leveled up in the aggression. It's like the Attitude Era Rock kicked up 10 times more. Cody Rhodes, if he wants to be the Universal Champion, he has to match that. He has to match that or go over a level like he's never been done before. And I say, but one person responded, yeah, he won't go. He'll be talking. No. I think you got one more week till WrestleMania. All right. Next week, now a week from this Friday is WrestleMania. Today's the 26th. You talk about 11 days left. 11 days left. Cody Rhodes has got 11 days left. I think it's going to happen. Either Friday, Cody Rhodes will respond in a physical manner, or wait till Monday when The Rock shows up. This coming Monday, April 1st, when The Rock shows up. Either way, this storyline is probably it has leveled up like never before. And I'll be totally honest. The Rock and Cody Rhodes, I knew it was going to be a dream matchup, but the feud has now leveled up to a maximum. I'm telling you right now, this feud, Cody Rhodes and Rock, these guys grew up in the wrestling business, okay? These guys literally grew up in fact, in this tag team match, 3 of the 4 men in that matchup grew up in the business. This is what's making this feud really, really awesome today. It's unbelievable. Both men are, like I said, Rock just ratcheted it up in the aggressive business, in the aggressive department. Cody Rhodes needs that. Go to that level or beyond it. If he wants to be Universal Champion, Cody Rhodes may have to go beyond it. He's going to have to realize that, hey, if these guys are going to do this to me, I got to pay them back. He's going to have to risk his own he might have to risk a suspension. He'll have to risk everything. I mean, it's unbelievable how this is gonna pan out. And I'll tell you what, if all goes according to plan, I think you're gonna see Cody Rhodes walk out with the Universal title. And I think Cody Rhodes will be so full of P&V the next 11 days. I think SmackDown, we're going to have to tune in to find out what the heck is going to be going on. And then you got Monday Night on Raw, the final Raw before WrestleMania. This is, like I said, it's going to be, this whole feud is going to be, this coming Friday night in SmackDown and the Raw before WrestleMania is going to be lit. I'm telling you right now. I'm telling you, Cody Rhodes and The Rock, when The Rock got himself involved, you had a feeling that it's going to level up like never before. And it's amazing how this is going to affect the title match. Because I'm telling you, I think either way, Cody Rhodes will go all out and he will end up walking away with the title. In order to walk away with that championship, Cody Rhodes will have to go all out. He's got to, He may do something like never been done before. You know, I know he was once the EVP of one of the EVPs of AEW. Could Tony Khan give him a phone call? Now this could be storyline wise. Now this is hypothetically speaking. Could AEW end up invading the company just for that? Because some of them could support Cody Rhodes. You have Amanda Huber who supports Cody Rhodes. Brandy Rhodes, obviously his wife. You know, Dustin Rhodes, and I'm going to be certain that in some fashion, Cody Rhodes' family is going to get involved in this somehow. Dusty, obviously, God rest his soul, and won't be there, but I'm sure he'll be there in spirit. But somehow, I got a weird feeling this is going to level up like never before, man. This feud. This is going to be something. I mean, if somehow some AEW dignitaries get involved in this, somehow, this could bust open that forbidden door, man. So, but either way, where AW gets involved or not, this feud between Cody Rhodes and The Rock, and basically Cody Rhodes versus the Bloodline, with The Rock involved, it's been great so far. You know, both gentlemen are doing a wonderful job. Keep it up, and 11 days left. 11 days till WrestleMania. Can't wait where this goes, where this leads. I'm hoping leads to Cody Rhodes walking out with a championship. You know, I have a lot of, I'm a big fan of The Rock. I'm also got a lot of respect for Cody Rhodes. Hey, this is something that it's going to be something that we're going to have to look into this coming Friday night and this coming Monday night, April 1st. This ain't no April Fool's joke, that's for sure. We'll see what happens there. I'm looking forward to it. Well, that's all the time we have on the show. Episode 1291 of Eric Lima Shenanigans, 1977 at the Raw Event Center for the 25th of March, 2024. Even though it's today, 2026, March the 26th, 2024. So coming up next will be the final Trebek Tuesday of March 2024. So thank you for tuning in, and until the next episode comes rolling around, Mr. Announcer, take us home. That is all for today's episode. This is your announcer speaking for Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977. A Big Beefy E, do it for Bob Saget Productions, and in association with a Raven Bofa Telepictures and Distribution. Thank you for watching today's episode. Tune in next time for another episode of Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977. Goodbye for now.